My dear brothers and sisters, we are in the Gospel of St. Luke. And St. Luke tells us about the ministry of Jesus. If you recall to mind some days back, we heard about the manifesto, or the purpose of why Jesus came in the world. And I said the purpose was to make human beings whole. Those who are sick, or any sickness, those who are dying, or possessed, to make them whole, so that they are able to live normal human life. Jesus did not come for a particular nation. It is true, he began the ministry with the Jews, but then he went beyond it. And we heard today in the gospel passage about a ministry beyond the Jewish territory, about centurion, a good person who had a slave, not he himself, but a slave working under him, who was ill and the point of death. And Jesus accompanies those who were sent to the house, and we heard the rest. Now, what message can we learn, or what can we take for ourselves? Jesus told much later on at the end of his life, Thomas, "Blessed are those who have not seen and yet believe." Thomas did not see the risen Lord. The others told him, yet he refused to believe that the Lord has risen. And the message today is, believe even before you have not seen. Believe even before your prayer is not heard. If you come down to practical life today, we've got musicians here, we've got other people here. I'm sure you had a lot of programs organized by you or by others. Did you believe the program will go on well even before it was performed? I'm sure all of you believe that, right? That program, musical or in a school or in a country, so anyway, in society, it will go on well. You believe that. And the Lord tells us today, when you come here at the Eucharist, believe one thing, that I myself are coming to the symbol of the Eucharist to you. It's not just a host, it's just the body and blood of Christ. But do we believe that? Secondly, when we come here or go to church or chapel, when you kneel and pray for yourself or others, do you believe that God has heard your prayer even before you have made your prayer? Here we have the centurion who believed when he heard about this man going around preaching and working miracles. He believed that Jesus had the power to heal his slave, that his slave will be made well, will be restored back to life. Maybe it's time to reflect and see when we make our intentions, pray for somebody who is sick and who are dying, whatever it can be. We really believe that the Lord has already heard our prayer. We ask God to give us that grace. So the Lord doesn't tell us, blessed are those who have not seen and yet believe. But the Lord will tell us that because you believed even before the prayer was answered, your faith is strong. But what is it that required to have such faith? You can see in that passage today, basic humility to admit that we are simple, broken people, that the Lord has the power to heal us.